Congressman King, thank you very much for joining us from Iowa this morning. It gets us back to the roundtable and the immigration debate. Anna, what does this say to you about the prospects of real reform coming out of the House?
Well, first of all, I think Congressman King should go get himself some therapy for his melon fixation. I think there might be medication for that. I think he's a mediocre congressman who's got no legislative record, and the only time he makes national press is when he comes out and says something offensive about the undocumented or Hispanics. And frankly, I think he's being helpful to the immigration debate because it is emboldening other Republicans to speak out strongly against him. People like John Boehner, like Eric Cantor, like Paul Ryan. We're not going to stand anymore for the Republican Party being defined by somebody like Steve King. There are other voices who are the adults in the room and who are working hard towards a reform, and I think it's going to happen. I'm more optimistic than most.
Before I let him go, he just heard that. Congressman King, do you want to respond to that in terms of what actually is going to get accomplished?
Well, I would say this. First of all, I spoke only of drug smugglers, and if Anna understands the language, she should know that. I didn't insult her, I didn't insult other Republicans, and I didn't violate the 11th commandment that Reagan gave to us. And so we should look at this from the big picture. There are people in America who are dying today because of our immigration policy and our open border. They're part of this debate, too. Where's your compassion for the families who have lost their children, lost their family members that are buried today because we didn't enforce immigration law? Do you understand that 80 to 90% of the illegal drugs consumed in America come from or through Mexico? Terrorists infiltrate through that border. We need to secure the border first, restore the rule of law, then we can have this discussion that you want to get to.
All right,
let's not be insulting people in the process.
Oh, you're going to talk to me about insulting people?
All right, Governor Richardson, let me get your comment on this.
But David, it's unfair. It really is unfair to paint the Republican Party broadly with what Steve King says. He's not.
You spoke
he is not
eloquently
stereotypical
in criticizing
of the
him, and I'm really endorsing what you said.
Who couldn't even get elected senator in Iowa. That's why he's not running there. This is a man whose district has been polled and supports immigration reform in the majority. So, you know, he is. But this is his call to fame. That's his game.
All right, let me leave this.